Go get it. Go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
It's Week 17 of the National Football League. Up next, we'll see Russell Wilson, as he's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year. It's the Broncos and the Lions, just ahead on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Detroit Lions and the Denver Broncos. Brandon Gaudin joined as always by Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Broncos in this one, you figure they've got to be looking forward to this one. They've got a clear advantage on the offense. From Denver. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
Yeah, hoping to get rid of that interception bug. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Second and 9 now. And that's out to the flat for Swift. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Good job there. Pretty simple. The hole was created. Runner just darted right through.
Yeah, that's the kind of play teams are looking for to have some success early in a ball game. And if you're an offensive play caller, you mark that run down. Make sure you keep coming back to it throughout the game until they stop it.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 32-yard line. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens. Back to throw here.
Goes right back to Smith again. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 4. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Ninth play now, this long opening drive. Can they cash it in on 3rd and goal? They'll set up a throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
I love this quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger, throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The numbers for Williams a week ago, 11 carries, 68 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. On to stop that time, it was Josie Jewell. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. The Lions at 5-10 now on the year. And whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
Well, you know what they often say, winning breeds winning, but unfortunately, the flip side of that can be true as well, because this is a club in desperate need of a spark out of somewhere. A big play on offense, turnover, takeaway on defense, something to get them pointed in the right direction. They need it quickly.
They're going to look to throw. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Swift going to try up the middle. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. His first catch, good for 14 there, and a first down.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Here's Swift. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Lions have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now it's Wilson. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you're doing like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Out quickly to Judy. And he's going to be taken down right out the 10-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag.
A full start backs him up 5, first and 15. Throwing again here, Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Throwing again on second down. Wilson, touchdown! Albert O from 8 yards out. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
McManus's point after is good, and that'll make our score 14-7. A 10-play drive that time, and it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first 2 drives, and he'll try again here on drive 3. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. On second down, Swift. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Now a throw here to his running back, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Edmonds running out of the shotgun.
And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9. Wilson looking left sideline. Incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates.
A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Josie Jewell. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled it by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
After the interception, here's Wilson.
That's going to be caught by Judy. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
Wilson.
He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And the Broncos are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Throwing is Wilson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Tim Patrick from 4 yards out.
And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, it held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over.
And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Baron Browning, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
They'll set up to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Now back to throw. Quick slant here to Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw here. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Randy Gregory from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Lions. And in a tie ball game, they've got to be asking themselves, what can we do to get this passing game on track for the second half to come? Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the inline, so it'll come out to the 25. The Bronco offense ready to begin this third quarter of play. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now a give to Edmonds. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. From the 44, Wilson. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
On third down, Wilson. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the option, it'll be Wilson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. Over the middle to Smith. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Now a give right side Swift. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. 2nd and 11. Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? What about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught by Williams. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting him first downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
Now a toss for Swift left side. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
The coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15.
looking to throw. It's caught. Smith. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
Back to the running game with Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. And this complete to Mitchell. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or 2, but it's no good as it stands. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From midfield now, here's Wilson. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Now Wilson on 1st down. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. From the 38, Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Aiden Hutchinson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we're usually talking about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson, open man. He completes it to Judy. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate, drops it.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. They'll try and run here with Swift. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Denver's offense ready to go again. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And this pass broken up. Now the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So now the Lions down 17-14, a minute 44 to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. Back to throw. Quick slant here to Smith. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They run it here with Edmonds. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Throwing now is Wilson. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter. But second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Denver,
The victory gets them back to 500, 8-8 on the year.